When I was at university, I discovered something that was for me so important, that motivated me to question my original plan. My original plan was to get a whole career dedicated to information and technology engineering. Yet certainly I realized, not only through reviewing my own experience at university, but by asking questions to people that have completed that education and was active in the market, not only in that profession but in many others, that they were certainly unsatisfied with the outcome of the academic education due to a specialization was an incomplete set of skills, and therefore they had to struggle 5 to 10 more years to really achieve their goals. This fact make me wonder how much time I would invest into a PhD or master's degree, considering that I will need another 10 more years to get the right curve. With these considerations, I created a workshop with 3 hours per week, no more than that, in which I will train a group of colleagues that became a threefold workshop with about 80 people attending the first 2 years and about 24 people completing all the years I was at university, because when I left the university the workshop stopped and that was for the year 97. So I was completing since the year 1993 until the year 1997, almost 4 years, 3 hours weekly of experiential, gamified training, hands-on training in which we will use simulations, role play, activities with the body, with emotions to develop all those human competences that emerging technologies cannot displace. And I am so grateful about that time. Not only because I learned so much about myself and helped me have a more holistic understanding of human capabilities, but also because we start developing a level of empathy that moved us to become more sensitive to societal issues, to address challenges, problems, issues that actually through entrepreneurial activities could be solved. We decided together to put our skills into practice and therefore look around ourselves in the same city we're living. Where could we make a difference as entrepreneurs, creating non-profit projects, organizing ourselves, trying to do something for somebody else? Most of us start entering social work programs. Many of us start exploring in education, in health, in arts, in cultures from all around the world, in different religious perspectives, in personal growth, in spiritual growth. We start opening our minds, our hearts to a humanist, holistic development. We create a foundation for a new approach for our professional development. And this approach gave us the skills to become entrepreneurs. And I can tell you, many of my colleagues at the time and friends became entrepreneurs. Many engaged into leadership activities and became successful independent professionals. This experience for so many years gave me also another important clarity. Because I was not living technology interest, I was in gamification since I was a kid, because I started learning software programming since I was a child. And my very first business was about selling playtime, renting video games to my friends at school. So what I was following up is the direction technology was developing. I understood very well, learning from the fundamentals of information technology, the principles of design, of technology based on the idea of replacing human thinking and motoric capabilities. Brute force, automation, artificial intelligence were there, robotics were there to help humans do less of the work that they have been doing. Which is understandable. If you could bring a machine to lift all the weight that these people have to carry every day, will be for sure for humans more healthy. And I completely agree with that. If you will have repetitive tasks being done by a machine, certainly humans can free their space of time to do something of greater value, not of a mechanist value. Yet, because of the holistic trainings I was developing, I also realized that the binary system of computing was not fully representing the whole experience of learning, development, and potentiality of human. It means that the machines that will replace us and digital machines like automation or mechanical machines like robotics will actually reduce the human activity to the mechanist thinking of binary, to the mechanist activity of motoric and force and brute force. So there is a whole other layer, a whole other sphere and dimension of what it means to be human that was not being included in the programming of this artificial intelligence just because was not considered as relevant. And here I want to refer to a big question. And the big question is, why do we use binary computing? I mean, today we are learning about quantum computing and using completely different mathematical elements to do quantum computing. But we started with binary, and why? The simple reason is because a company found the market earlier with binary computing. It is not because binary computing was the only path to go. There were many other pathways to go. They were not binary and many tried. Simple, the fact is, technology was easier when we do binary, but reality behind, and this is the reason of my question is, humans are not binary in the thinking, in the feeling, in their behavior. We are more complex than just binary systems. Yin, yang, plus and minus are not how reality is defined. Humans have a lot more colors and differences and diverse qualities and aspects that combine create a huge matrix of potentiality. We're not just plain A or B. Yet, we express ourselves through a biological gender, and today there is a lot more questions about diversity, which is not the topic of this talk now. But my main point here is, when we are looking at the future, and if we cannot understand that the design principles we use today to change technology, to do education, to change society, to change relationships, to change how we work, will create for the following 3 or 4 generations a challenge, and we can predict that. Why we cannot just do something today that will make the life of that people more easier? That's what we did in our time. And many decided to continue the academic education, and myself make a different choice, which was to go for field research and explore holistic systems through mathematics. And I came to great discoveries that today I can use to develop a complete new type of technology. It's a new type of technology that is non-binary and certainly is not so popular at the moment because it needs a time as an innovation to find its place in the market. So I am not judging the process because I understand how it works. Yet, the lesson I want to share here, the wisdom I want to share here is that if today young people sees the future and notice, can predict the challenges that are coming, young people should be supported to invest themselves and their time and their resources to prevent and create solutions for themselves in the future. If we keep on doing the same thing we're doing today, hoping that something will be different in the future, then we are mistaken, we're deluded. And I think we have the capacity as humans to predict what is going to happen, to identify patterns, and to work with those patterns and create new alternatives. And this is exactly what I was doing. This is exactly what many people I met was doing. And obviously, many took different choices. Some of my friends went to corporate. Some others went to academic education as professors. Some others went to hard work in mining companies. So, what is the problem of making diverse choices in your career and change along your way, learning from what is being provided by life? I think when we give to young professionals the opportunity to develop freely their thinking, their choices, and give them more capabilities, more capacities to respond to time-sensitive opportunities and to challenges in the best way they can, then we are serving not only them, but society, the family, the future generations. Why we cannot invest into that? Why we cannot invest into helping people to understand that new type of technology need to emerge, helping people to create a space and time for learning new competencies that will help them in the future? Why can we not change a system that takes so much time from us in the jobs we have, so we go back home without having enough energy to really give proper quality time to our families, and also give enough energy and time for us to pursue, to invest our energy and time into something new for our professional career or for a new path that we would like to develop? Why we cannot just give time to students at university to invest themselves into an entrepreneurial program, into entrepreneurial process that will give them a chance in the future that they will not have in the jobs that will not exist? Why cannot we create new technologies that include humans instead of displace them? So, my question today in this brief sharing is, why are we not thinking together into creating something that is more beneficial for everybody that is right now living among us and the future generations? I think we are very distracted with many things around the world that are happening, that are disruptive, that are not nice, that are uncomfortable, that are very sad. And I think the reason why all of that problems are happening is because as a collective, humanity is not taking responsibility, taking action together. People is caring for survival. People is caring for aligning themselves to the most immediate offer of support that they receive or collaboration they receive. We're becoming not opportunists, but we're becoming short-term, solving problems, creating the most easy conditions we get for life faster, and we are not investing time into solving together greater dilemmas that we have in our personal lives or in our community or in society or for future generations. And I think we need to do something about it. And the only thing that we can do about that in our own personal space without creating discomfort in anybody else around is starting by personal growth, spiritual growth, learning how to care for ourselves, becoming more creative, acquiring new skills, invest in ourselves will create a new potentiality in our individual future. And whatever choices we're going to make in the future, with time and energy and resources for our self-education in the choices that we want, we can create a foundation for whatever future is coming new. And I think this is a great opportunity for all of us. Yet, we need time, we need resources. You need to invest into creating that time for yourself if you want something new in the future. Spend 20 minutes per day doing something completely new that builds up a new skill for yourself. I can tell you within 1 year, you're going to be in a complete different situation as you are right now. Now, if you spend 2 hours per day investing in yourself in a diverse of sets of skills, you're going to change completely your life. But for you to be able to do that, you need to master time. You need to manage time, and that's completely a new learning curve. You need to be able to make choices that create that time for yourself. That's a complete new learning curve. All of these learning curves for any skill set, for any tool, for any change in your life will take time. And if you do not start now, you start tomorrow, there's one day less. One day less that you are prepared for whatever the future will bring you to solve, to challenge yourself, to life. What the future will bring to your life, you do not know today. And in the way the world is moving right now, nobody can tell you. But if you can prepare yourself for it in a different way, to make other choices, then you are becoming stronger, have more freedom, ability to take other type of risks, and make choices that are good for yourself. So I totally believe that self-education and investing in ourselves is the best path to go. But we need time, we need energy, we need mindset, we need resources. So it is up to you individually. How do you invest and create the time, energy, and resources for yourself so that you can create the opportunity for change for your own life? It's not about me. I've been doing this for too long already, knowing where to invest my time and my energy and how to build new possibilities for myself. But I'm talking about what you listening right now to this podcast are going to do for yourself, and how do you plan to do it. And I hope that this wisdom, these lessons I am extracting right now from my own life can really help you to make choices that are good for yourself.